Hello everyone, welcome back again. So in the continuation of our communication series, we have started a new sub-series, that is the verbal and non-verbal communication. So today we are going to start the part first of verbal communication, and in this verbal communication, as I already told you, that it is all about the oral and written communication. Means the combination of oral and written communication falls under the verbal communication. So let's begin with the oral communication first, right? So this is the part first of oral communication. We are going to continue the series with the oral communication introduction, advantages, disadvantages, uses, as well as various kinds of example to just make it you clear. Alright, so here I start, as I hope you are very much aware about the oral communication, that it is a kind of communication in which the speech and words used by the sender as well as the receiver to perform any kind of communication, right? So that is the oral communication. Right now I am talking to with you all, right? So the conversation is going on with the medium oral, right? Means you are able to listen whatever I am delivering you, right? So here the important thing is that we have to try our level best to make our oral communication more effective so that it can be easily understandable by the another entity, right? As you know, the basic aim of every kind of communication, either it is oral, either it is non-verbal or written, any mode of communication, so the ultimate aim is to make the things clear to the another entity, another part of the receiver. Alright, so here I begin of the some by telling you the some important characteristics of the oral communication. So please look at your screen right now. Oral communication requires the both parties should be present and attentive at the same time. So the main requirement, we can say that the main requirement of the oral communication is that it requires that the both the parties should be present and attentive at the same time. See, should be present means like the both the parties should be connected with each other either physically or non physically, right? Or in the mode of online. Means to say that if we wanted that our oral communication get more effective, smoothen, as well as barrier free, so we need that the both the parties should be attentive at the same time. This is the core of the oral communication understanding. Attentive means both the parties, means the sender, whatever the sender is delivering, and the receiver is paying full attention about the sender's words, right? So there should be an attentiveness between the sender and the receiver. If it is, then definitely the communication is going to be very much sharpened and smoothened. Alright, second characteristic is that oral communication is more natural and immediate. See, this is the very beautiful quality of the oral communication, that it sounds very natural. Very natural means to say that it just come without any kind of jip. It just come out, it just flows out. Like whenever we are communicating orally, so we don't have that much time to phrase our sentences, to phrase our words, phrase our thoughts in a very logical order, though we can make it, but then too I'm saying like we can continue our communication, oral communication in a flow, because we have less time to collect all the things, all the qualification to be delivered, right? So that is why here it is written that it is more natural. If you compare oral communication to the written communication, then definitely you are going to find that oral communication is very much flawless, very much natural, as well as immediate. See, what is the quality of the immediate communication, right? Whatever you are delivering at the point of time, so there will be higher chances that in return you are going to get quick feedback. That is why this is the beauty of the oral communication, that it is way natural and very much immediate. Alright. Third point is saying that used for both formal and informal situation. So I can say that like this, that the oral communication is widely used, right? It is more widely used both the for the both formal and informal communication. Either you are communicating in your office, you are communicating with your colleagues, you are communicating in an organization or any kind of formal situation, either it is government, private or semi government, any kind of, we generally use oral communication in more manner, right? Comparing to the written communication. So the percentage of using oral communication is much more wider than the written communication. That is why it becomes more important and essential. Next point is saying that it occurs in situations like conversation, telephone talk, interviews, conferences, presentations, group discussions and meeting. So here are the some examples of oral communication has been given, that it occurs in like which situation, like some kind of conversation is going on. So mostly the elaborate conversation between two people or group is going based on the oral communication more, right? With the manner of written communication, we cannot generally elaborate each and every minute things in detail, but with the help of oral communication we can converse, right? For example, we can talk over the telephone, like the interviews are the best example of the oral communication. Same with the conferences, presentation, we generally give presentation with the oral medias, as well as the group discussion and meetings. Meeting has the core of the oral communication. So in the last point, whatever you are seeing here, it is written very much clearly that these are the examples of oral communication. So in the upcoming videos, we are going to take each and every example in a detailed manner. Like I am going to tell you about the interviews, the types of interviews, as well as the conferences, the qualities of the conferences, as well as the meetings and the type of the meetings. And the most important thing is that I'm going to elaborate each and everything about, like these examples, how can you make this communication more effective by adding so many factors, so many positive factors. All right. So students, that's all for today's lecture. So this is the part first of oral communication. We are going to continue the same sub-series in the upcoming videos. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. If you found any problem, please let me know. So thank you so much.